here, and I've got several calls into him regarding this. I'm getting calls on not only the Rixon Avenue situation, but I'm getting calls on property at number 460 Salmon River Road. It seems to be an abandoned building. The front, I drove by there the other day and the front door was wide open, and the neighbors over on Carter Court are very concerned with that situation over there. And the other one, I keep getting these calls being on that committee on codes. The situation on Flat Rock Road where they had that burned out home, a couple of weeks ago, I believe, when that happened. And some of the neighbors are wondering what's on top here for the cleanup. It was a mess before, even more of a situation at this point. So I guess the owners are in Vermont. Mr. LeCount said. Anyway.
Well, you know, it's 3 properties there. If you're talking about the one on the Flat Rock Road, yes. They are in Vermont, which was part of this 803 return on that paper served on that. Okay. So those things are being
the one on Salmon River Road, the owner's from Vermont as well on that situation.
Again, the fire that you mentioned on the Flat Rock Road, I am aware. I went up and took a look at it the other day after I got a phone call from a concerned resident that even tin from the roof had blown across the road. It could have actually hit a car.
Very possible.
So it didn't, but it's still on the wrong side of the road now. So unfortunately, like I said, our codes guy has been sick for over a week now. And I will reach out to him again because they do have shared services between the town of Plattsburgh and us, and even Peru if needed. Although they're kind of stressed out right now trying to get their work done too. But I will reach out to him again and let him know that if he could get a hold of somebody from town of Plattsburgh just to get the ball rolling. I've let them know that we are aware of those issues and they're being worked on.
And Kevin, my final item is regarding ARPA funds. Now, we have $521,000 in ARPA.
And minus what we've spent already.
And we've got a major project coming up on Macy Lane that's going to turn into probably more of a project. I know the estimate originally was going out $130,000, but I really have an idea that might be a lot more than that situation. But that's ready to go. The board has already approved it all. It's ready to go. They're just waiting on it. I don't believe the final plans on that have ever been drawn up as of yet, but hopefully, what would you think, in 23, maybe the people on Macy Lane can expect something?
No, actually, I just got the draft from LaBerge of the final plans for Macy Lane. He called me maybe 2 days ago. So the next work session, they would like us to review those plans as a board to make sure that we don't want any changes or whether we're happy with what the draft of the final plan. So that I would believe could start the beginning of 23 in the spring of 23.
Okay, that'd be great for those people.
Yeah.
And my last item regarding ARPA is the project on Rixon Avenue. And I'm concerned with it because that project, actually I think I'm the one that started bringing up the water situation on Rixon over 3 years ago when there was a PFOA problem. And like it's been confirmed, 1 of the 4 still has that. It's a pretty serious deal. And the other 3 have got bad water tests, bacteriological problems. So anyway, and we've worked on that 3 years ago of getting public water down Rixon Avenue. So I'm looking at the plans, the proposed plans, and what I'm troubled with is if the plans as being drawn up by LaBerge Engineering. All of a sudden, we went from providing water for 4 homes. Now, all of a sudden, the plans are to go over on private property and to service a 7 or 8 acre parcel of a private developer. And what that does, and I've studied this plan, what it does, it increases the diameter of the water line, thereby practically triples the cost of the project. And the thing is, I know we've got a lot of ARPA money, but still I think we should try to be conservative with spending it, because we can use it on different projects around town. And we have until the end of 2024 to do it. And so that's really, being on the water committee, I really feel that way, because that's exactly what they want to do. And I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. Now, if that private property, the developer over there, wants to join in, and if that developer wants to pay for the mapping, the survey, the deeds, the legal fees, everything else that goes along with it, and if he wants, a developer, if he wants to increase that water main from 4-inch to 8-inch, if he wants to pay the town the difference, sure, hook in. But we need a contract with this person. I'm not against that. I am against spending ARPA funds on private property. That's really, those people need public water. I'm all for this. It's been ongoing. And when I had written the letter to the county health department asking that anyone with a PFOA situation could be added on to the weekly water delivery like we have on the Sand Road right now. If they could simply just add that name on, so the one with the PFOA, we're sure they're getting good water. And I'm really, this situation is ongoing. We have just paid on an invoice, and LaBerge Engineering has got a contract on this. Their contract clearly says $14,500 plus costs, and their contract is for Rixon Avenue only. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting back, and they prepared another big map, and my name's on the front of it, of course, with everyone else. And I'm opposed to it. And the night they submitted a bill, I voted no on it. And now is a good time for us to intervene, because according to the contract right here with ARPA, the town board is responsible for spending any of that ARPA money, any of it. So that is my frustration and concern. That's all. And just speaking of Rixon Avenue, they're saying they're going to develop, they're saying the reason why they want that big of a line is because they want to put fire hydrants down there, where there's already 2 fire hydrants on Mason Street right near there. And the cost of a new fire hydrant, 2 of them they want to put on there for a 650-foot line. And it's all building the expense up. And it's got to be stopped. We've got to meet with LaBerge. We have got to take this contract. And if they have billed us already for any of that work to do with a private developer, all they've got to do, LaBerge, adjust your bill back, put it on one of the other projects you have going in the town. I'm not blaming LaBerge. It's work. And that's it. And the thing is, those other building lots down there, the future building lots they're trying to say, they're only 100 feet by 100 feet.